As we head into this new trading week, there is de facto trade war confusion with the U.S. President Donald Trump saying that high-level talks with China are indeed underway, and then China saying, no, that's not true. That's not happening at all. And then adding to this confusion, new comments from the U.S. Secretary of the Treasury, Scott Bessent, who spoke to ABC on Sunday. He did not back Donald Trump's claim. He said that he wasn't sure whether the U.S. president was talking to the Chinese leader, Xi Jinping. Watch this.
I don't know if President Trump has spoken with President Xi. I know they have a very good relationship and a lot of respect for each other. But again, I think that the Chinese will see that this high tariff level is unsustainable for their business
model. Why would they
model.
deny that the negotiations are going on?
Well, I think they're playing to a different audience.
Now, on Friday, U.S. President Donald Trump told Time magazine that he was indeed talking with China and that Xi Jinping, the Chinese leader, had called him. This is what Donald Trump said about Xi Jinping. He said this, quote, "He's called, and I don't think that's a sign of weakness on his behalf," unquote. China has shot back repeatedly, saying no such talks are underway. In fact, over the weekend, we heard from the spokesperson of the Chinese embassy in the United States, who took to social media, posted this on X, this from Liu Pengyu, writing, quote, "There have been no consultations or negotiations between China and the U.S. on the issue of tariffs, let alone any agreement being reached. If the U.S. genuinely seeks to resolve the issue through dialogue and negotiation, it must correct mistakes, abandon coercive tactics, and remove all unilateral tariff measures against China," unquote. Now, while there is this ongoing confusion about whether talks between the U.S. and China are underway, there are signs of de-escalation between these major economic rivals and powers. As reported by CNN, import agencies tell CNN that China is rolling back retaliatory tariffs on some U.S.-made semiconductors. And on top of that, the American Chamber of Commerce in China is reporting that some U.S.-made pharmaceutical products are indeed entering the Chinese market tariff-free. Now, how are investors weighing all this? We've been watching the markets this day, and if we bring up the data for you, you will see it's largely a positive picture. As investors here in Asia focus on the positive, they focus on those signs of de-escalation.